until she passed out, but it's third grade math. Okay, so welcome to class today. To get started, I want to ask you, when we get ready for the day in the morning, what steps do we take to get ready for our school day? So just yell out some suggestions that we take. So like going in order, what steps do we take?
Wake up.
Okay, so we wake up.
That's the hard part.
That's right. Okay. What else?
We have to
Brush your teeth.
breakfast. I eat breakfast before you brush your teeth.
Okay. So breakfast.
Sometimes.
And then brush your teeth, right?
My teeth, and then it tastes bad.
Brush your teeth. Okay.
Get dressed.
Dressed.
You gotta do your hair.
Do hair. Anything else? Is that it? What about like get school stuff together, I guess?
Pack your backpack.
So as you can see, there is an order of how to get ready in the morning, right? Order of getting ready for the school day, I guess. So just like we have an order to getting ready, we also have an order of math. And so that is called the order of operations. Right over here. So, we're going to learn about the order of operations today, and so the objective that we have are outcomes. Let me just erase this real quick. And then once I show them, we'll read them out together. So our outcomes today are, okay, let's stay in one spot. Cool. All right. So let's read this together. The first one, ready? I will know the order of operations. I will solve problems using the order of operations. Very good. So our keywords will be solve and know. All right. So, the order that we're going to do is called PEMDAS. Now, how many of you have heard of this term PEMDAS? Oh, perfect. Okay. So, I'm going to give you a term or a saying that'll help you guys remember what PEMDAS means. Now, this term doesn't relate to math, so it's just trying to help you remember the order in which the letters go in. So if you want, you can just write it in small letters, but the first one is please. Alright, the second one is excuse. The M is my. The D is dear. The A is aunt. And the last one is Sally. So can someone read out what PEMDAS means in this term?
Please excuse mine, dear, and Sally.
All right. So in math terms, we have so in math, we use equations like can you see that? Okay, I know you use page. Okay, so we have this. What is What is this equation called?
It's plus,
Okay.
1 plus 1.
So we would call that an addition. Okay. What about this one? Lorraine, what's this equation? Right. And Celeste, what is this one?
So,
You can say moles or subtraction. And Tori, what's this one?
division.
Right. Okay. So if you look down your paper, okay, what would the M be? And this is where I want you to write out the letter. So M would be multiplied. Right? Okay. So multiplied. Then we have the D, which is division. Then what's after that? A, right? We have addition. Then for the last one, we have S, and then a subtraction. Okay, so what does the M stand for?
Multiply.
And what does the D stand for? Division. And I'll keep this on this. Oh, multiply, division. And the A? Addition. And the last one? So, for this term, since you guys are only, oh, welcome. Here. Do you have a pen? Okay, so since you guys are in 3rd grade, we don't really have to focus too much on the E. So you guys, if you'd like, you can circle it and just put it next to it. And for the P, stands for parentheses. Okay? Okay. So I'm going to give you, write down 4 equations on the board. I'll leave this up here. So we have, and you don't have to solve these, just hear me out for a second. So what I want you to do is I want each of you to come up and circle the operation. Actually, hold on, sorry. Okay, so for parentheses in an equation, it always goes first. So when you're solving an equation, such as this one, okay, these are parentheses, so this always goes first, parentheses, no matter what, okay? So as you can see, like we discussed, there's an order in getting ready in the morning. Well, there's an order of operations. So parentheses goes first, the multiplication, the division, addition, and subtraction, okay? So after the parentheses, then we go into multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. So with that said, I want you guys to each come up, and there's 4 equations, so each of you can pick one that you'd like. And I want you to circle which comes first in the equation and refer to your worksheet, okay? So it doesn't matter what pen you use. You don't have to solve the equation. Just circle which operation comes first. So let's see. Who did this one? You did? Alright. So how come this one was first?
Because
Parentheses, right, that's correct. And who did this one? You did. And so how come this one's first? Right. And who did this one? Tori. So Tori, how come division is
I
right?
didn't do that.
Bila, how come this one is right? Right, because division comes first. And then Tori, did you do this one?
Yeah.
So how come you thought addition comes first?
I don't know, I just guessed.
Okay. So for this one, since multiply comes before addition, multiply would come first in this one, right over here. So it's okay, we'll review a problem together. So we will go over a problem that has all of those steps in it. Okay, so we'll do this one that was up first. So we have 1 plus 1, what was it, minus 5? Okay, so who remembers which goes first? Was it plus 5? Okay. So who remembered which step comes first? Parentheses, okay. So what is 1 plus 1? Okay, so we just bring it down because parentheses is first. So 2, and then we just bring the 5 down, plus 5. And what is 2 plus 5? 7, right? So this would be our answer, 7. Okay? So we'll try it. Let's do the one that Tori did. What was it? 2 times 5 plus 10?
Yeah.
Okay. So in this equation, which one would come first? Refer to your PEMDAS also. Multiplication, right? Okay. And what is 2 times 5? 10. Okay, so you bring this down. You bring this down. 10 plus 10 is? 20. Woohoo, good job. Okay. All right. So let's try one more. We'll do one with, we'll try one with all of them. We move all these things, but we'll try it. Okay. So we have So does this look a little scary to you guys? Okay, we'll go over it together. Okay, so who remembers which one goes first? Okay, so this one goes first. What is 2 times 5? 10. Good job. Okay, what comes second? Right, so there's no, well, there's multiply, but it's within the parentheses, and we already did that. So the next one is division, right? Okay, so what is 8 divided by 4? 2. Okay, so we bring, this is second, we bring this down, okay? And then what comes? Okay, so we just bring this down also, plus 2, bring this down, minus 8. Or no, so it's really minus 4. Okay? So then, for this one, it doesn't really matter which one comes first, because they're within kind of like the same family. Okay, so which one would be easier to solve? 10 plus 2. Let's just do it this way.
It should be 2, 8 divided by 4.
Yeah, 4, 2, 8.
Yeah, 8 divided by 4 is 2.
Oh, right. Sorry, guys. You should be teaching this. Okay. So then we have 10 plus 2 is?
12.
12. And bring this down. And 12 minus 2 is? 10. Okay. So is there any questions? I know it's kind of a hard concept to learn, but is there any questions or anything that I can go over for you guys?
No.
Okay. So now that we know how to solve the parentheses, I'm going to put up some problems for you guys to solve, to try and solve on your own. So on that piece of paper, I'm going to put up 3 problems. Okay. We'll keep this right here up also. But I'm going to put up 3 problems, and then you guys, you can either work on them by yourselves or work on them with a partner. And after you get your answer, I want you to turn to your partner and explain how you got the answer, okay? So. So here's the first problem. You can write it down on your piece of paper and work on it. Once you get the answer, just explain to your partner how you got it. Okay, so what did we get for this answer? 10? All right, so who wants to come up and solve this one for us? How about Beulah? Okay, so which step comes first?
Multiplication.
Right. So what's 4 times 1?
4.
And 6 plus 4 is 10, that's right. Perfect. All right, the next problem. This time when you guys are done with your answer, getting your answer, I want you to switch partners and explain how you got the answer, okay? So here's the next equation. So once you're done getting it, switch partners and explain how you got that answer. And if you have any questions, you can ask also.
Oh, so smart.
Okay, so switch partners, explain how you got each answer, and then I'm going to pick someone to come and solve this answer.
Listen.
So I did 4 times 7 equals multiplication. And then
Oh!
oh, totally wrong. I did this first because it's the same as we did last time. And 7 is the
Wake up.
All right, so
14 was really hard.
what is the answer to this equation?
You thought it would come.
I'm going to call you again.
35.
45?
35.
35? All right, so who wants to come up and show the problem for the steps that they used? Celeste, you want to do it, Joyce?
You get the answer.
28, good job.
She
Awesome.
raised that.
All right, and we're going to go over one more just to see if you guys get the hang of it. Okay? So just write it down and then you guys can solve it. And this time you don't have to talk to your partner, we'll just go over it together. Once you have the answers, I want you to put your right hand on your head.
On the head? Which side?
Okay.
Good
It's
job.
the forehead.
Okay, so if I were someone who didn't know PEMDAS, what would you tell me to do first? Would I put a number here and bring it down and do +2 first? Or what would I do first? 2 times 6. Why do we do 2 times 6?
Because it is
Parentheses.
Parentheses, exactly. So what is 2 times 6? 12. All right, and then we bring down the 2, and 12 plus 2 is 14. All right, good job, you guys. So before we end this lesson today, I just want to test your guys' skills. We don't have to do all of them, just do like 4. Just take one and pass it down. All right. So you're just going to solve these 4 of the problems on this piece of paper.
This one. Internet.
Do it. And make sure to show your work, how you got it. Once you're done with 4 of the problems, just turn your paper over and then I'll collect it.
Only 4?
Yeah.
4 is enough.
You done? I want to go over real quick. You guys did a good job on the order of operations. I know at first it's a little tricky, but the more you practice with it, the more you'll get better. And you'll definitely see this in your classes further on when you go up to higher grades. So before we end, what was the saying that we said to remember the order? Not the math term, but the saying to remember the order. Perfect. And then what did we remember for the math terms? P is what? Parentheses. Good job. M is multiplication. D. A. And S. All right. Good job, you guys. I'm very impressed.